You can understand change intellectually, but without becoming the person who can live the change you want to experience in your life, you will struggle to reach the next level. In fact, if mindset or hard work were enough, most intelligent and capable people will not be struggling so much in life. And yet, they do. They have the skills, the knowledge, the ambition, but somehow they still feel stuck. Well, if that's you, I want to tell you that there is nothing wrong with you. You are not broken. You are simply operating from a nervous system wired for survival and not expansion. So in this video, I want to show you why your efforts haven't created the result you know you are capable of, and what you must change before anything external can shift. Being stuck in any area of your life doesn't come from a lack of intelligence. It comes from a nervous system trained to survive. That's why most intelligent or capable people are stuck in life, not because they are lazy, lack discipline, or don't know what to do, but because they are trying to change their life from the same internal state that learned to survive it. Think about that for a moment. Trying to change your life by willpower alone is like asking your nervous system, the system that you program to protect you, to defend you, to suddenly believe that growth, visibility, money, intimacy, or success is safe. Guess what? It will always resist to follow through. So in this video, I want to share with you 3 key insights that will allow you to see the blind spot that has been holding you back from getting to the next level in your life, and also what you can do to transcend it. Without further ado, let's begin. Key insight number 1. Your early experiences create a baseline identity that resists change, which means that your identity is not just a story you tell yourself. It's a wired pattern inside your body and nervous system. For example, let's say that you grew up needing to be the quiet one, the helper, the invisible one, or the strong one who never shows emotions. Your nervous system encoded that as safety, and that's why decades later, visibility, leadership, self-expression, wealth, or boundary feel like a danger. Not intellectually, but physiologically. You don't self-sabotage because you are weak. You self-sabotage because your body is loyal to the old identity that once kept you safe. That identity became your baseline, your default operative mode. And as long as you are living from that baseline, your life will feel the same. Why? Well, because for your life to change, your energy must change, which means your core beliefs, thought patterns, emotional reactions, habits, and behaviors. Key insight number 2, the Hebb law and the dopamine reward system. The Hebb law is a core principle in neuroscience that can be summarized as neurons that fire together, wire together, stating that when one neuron repeatedly helps activate another, the connection between these 2 neurons strengthens, improving therefore communication and forming the basis for learning and memory. So if your brain associated or entangled success with pressure, or money with evil, or love with abandonment, those pathways are wired in. Now guess what? The dopamine reward system only supports action that feels congruent with your old identity, or let's say with your identity. And this is why procrastination feels good, because the moment you procrastinate, your brain produces dopamine to reward you for avoiding that it perceives as a potential danger, like for example, failing, being rejected, or being criticized. And that's how, over time, your brain learns that avoidance equals safety. Key insight number 3, your brain is a predictive machine. In neuroscience, we know that the brain is a predictive machine. It doesn't ask, what would make my life better? It always asks, what feels familiar? Which means that your brain is constantly comparing the present to the past. and making decisions based on what used to keep you safe. So if growing up, expressing yourself led to rejection, your nervous system predicts that expression equals danger. If asking for help led to shame, your nervous system predicts that asking for help equals danger. If visibility attracted criticism, your nervous system predicts that success equals danger. In short, your identity is a frequency stored in your nervous system, not a belief in your mind, which explains why you can meditate or visualize for years, study manifestation, understand psychology, spirituality, all the laws of the universe, but still feel stuck. The truth most people never see is this: transformation doesn't fade because you are doing it wrong. It fades because your nervous system is still wired for the past. Your body, as the unconscious mind, stores emotional memories, survival patterns, stress chemistry, and past identities. That's why no matter how badly you want to change, your nervous system always chooses what's familiar. So if you want to create real change, you must teach your body a new baseline. A baseline that says, it's safe to expand. It's safe to express myself. It's safe to be seen, to receive. This is not mindset work. This is emotional regulation work. Once your nervous system becomes your ally, everything you've learned suddenly works. Mindset work, strategy works, productivity methods works. Discipline feels more natural. Not because you became smarter, but because your state changed. So before asking, what should I do next? I want you to ask a different question. Does my nervous system feel safe enough to receive what I want? That's it. Now, to close this video, I want to leave you with a simple exercise that you can apply to emotionally experience the message of the video instead of just understanding it intellectually. For this exercise, I want you to choose one area of your life where you've been stuck or anything you've been procrastinating for a while, and bring that to your mind and contemplate it for a bit. Now, I want you to imagine actually achieving or getting exactly what you want. Really imagine it. Step into that scene mentally and see yourself making it happen. Then I want you to notice the sensations in your body when you imagine yourself achieving that. Does it feel light, open, or it feels tight, heavy, and contracted? Well, the truth is, every time you want to step out of your comfort zone, you will always feel tightness, heaviness, or contraction. That sensation is not a mindset block. It doesn't mean something is wrong with you. It's just your survival brain in action. Now, the moment you recognize and welcome that sensation without resistance, but with love and curiosity, without trying to analyze or give it any meaning at all, in that moment, you interrupt the mental pattern behind it. Why? Well, because every time you become aware of any resistance in your body, this simple act shifts your nervous system from sympathetic, which means the fight and flight mode, to parasympathetic, which is the safety and creative mode. Awareness is the first step to transformation. Every time you become aware of any mental or emotional pattern, this awareness switches on your prefrontal cortex and restores your power of choice. To shift your identity, you need to stop making your emotions mean something. You need to know that your emotions are valid, but they are never true. In fact, 98% of your emotions are merely energetic imprints stored in your body and nervous systems. That's why my question for you is, what will happen if you stop making your emotions mean anything about you? What will happen if you started owning every negative emotion you feel without identifying with it? Or what would happen if you stop being afraid to feel every emotion that arises in your body? That's the question. In the next video, I will go deeper into identity, the survival brain, and the mechanism that keeps you replaying old patterns. If today's video resonated with you, do not forget to subscribe to support my work and activate the notification bell so that you don't miss the next one. Thank you for watching and see you soon.